Charleston White working with Karmelo Anthony's family with this Karmelo Anthony case. And my problem with this situation is this. Why do we have these people coming out here grifting off of this case and grifting off of everything going on in the black community? It's like it never stops. And the problem I have with it, especially with Charleston White, is like, you want to play stupid. You knew what was going on the whole time. So it's like you were saying, well, his father and mother, they just want to pay their bills and they want to buy houses and get those jobs and grift off of this situation. You knew that you was the dummy on live to record it. I think it was IG Live. You recorded you asking the father, what did he need? I'm gonna send you. I think it was $75,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. You just tell me what I need. He said for Karmelo Anthony seizure medicine. He said for your house bills. Now you sitting there crashing out, saying the man is not a man, which he is right about. I agree with him on that. But it's like, why are you trying to play out both sides of the fence? You know, it makes sense. And he only did that because Austin Metcalf's father called him out on his BS. You were trying to defame his son, allegedly, but. And I have a problem with all the people, too, that not only Charleston White, he's the main one, but Dr. Umar Johnson's, D.L. Hewley's, Jasmine Crockett's. You got all these people out here grifting off of this. I don't like it. We got somebody else in the chat. What's good? Yeah, but the problem I have with that is like, why are you trying to grift off of somebody's death? Why are you grifting off the downfall of somebody? Why are you grifting off of real issues? So what's good, bro? Cash if Mio 802. I don't know if I said it right, but what's good? Well, my problem with this situation is like, when is somebody gonna start calling this mess out? There's only a few people that do it, that say it's wrong, but the rest of the people are just going along. They'll tell you privately that this stuff is wrong, but they won't say it out publicly. And it's like, why is Charleston White, Dr. Umar Johnson, Jasmine Crockett, D.L. Hewley, why do these people feel the need to keep on promoting dysfunction in the community instead of coming up with solutions to address things to fix the community? They add to it. Then they start spewing this foolishness. And that's my problem with this whole situation. It's like, okay, if it was a racial situation, I'll be the first one to say it is, but it's not. You're trying to turn it into something for your own political gain, financial gain, or notoriety gain. And it's like, this is a grieving family, two grieving families, if you really think about it, because neither one of those young men's families will be the same. You got one family, Austin Metcalf, they're never going to see their son again because he's murdered. And then you have another family in Karmelo Anthony, they're never going to see their son out of prison probably forever outside of it. So it's like, start calling out the BS and start calling the ball a ball and a strike, and an ace a ace, and a spade. Instead of just going along to get along. If you know something is wrong, just call it out. And my problem with this is these people that are grifting off of it, at the end of the day, they're not going to be there for this young man. Neither one of these young men. Austin Metcalf's father called out the white supremacist that had a rally at the school that Austin Metcalf attended. And he said, man, don't say nothing about my son. Don't say nothing about me. Don't use no merch to sell. Don't mention take his name off your website. And I agree with him on that. It's like, why do you feel the need to try to profit off of somebody else's pain? And I have a problem with that. Okay, we got somebody else that joining in. Grace Gallard, Gallardo 5950. Hope I said that right. What's good? But yeah, I don't like what's going on with that. And it's like people want to keep saying he's a kid, but yeah, he was a kid at the time that happened. So why are y'all not acting like that and saying, well, he did a thing wrong and that's it? Own up to it. Stop making excuses for it. The BS. Yeah, he unalived this guy. He needs to do his time for doing it. But don't sit here and scream about, oh, it's racism, it's hatred of the black man. No, this is not what this is. It's called accountability. Everything ain't racial. And my problem with these people that want to race bait and say all this BS is when real racial issues come, y'all nowhere to be found. And these same white people that y'all claim are so racist and y'all live right beside them, y'all friends with them. So it's like, why are you telling regular everyday black people what to do? And that's my problem with black celebrities and my problem with these civil rights groups and my problem with the Congressional Black Caucus is that they use real and these civil rights organizations too and these other interest groups like BLM, they use real people's pain to profit off of it. And then when it's time for those people to use that money for their causes, they have no money. Or when it's time for those people to be represented in these causes, you have nobody in their corner. I seen the thing where they said Carmelo Anthony's parents raised over, I think about $500,000 for his defense fund. And I think Austin Metcalf's family did too. But what I don't understand is if they raised that amount of money, why was he represented by a public defender? They're saying that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if he was or not, but they're saying he was. So if I'm wrong about that, correct me on that. Why are why is he represented by a public defender? And what Austin Metcalf's father pointed out was after the verdict was read, um, Carmelo Anthony's parents and advocate Dominique Alexander walked out of the courtroom when the verdict was read, and it's like, okay, this is your son. You're gonna let him go through this alone? What kind of people do this type of shit? It's like, how can you not support him and say, look, you did a bad thing, but we're your family, we're here for you to the end, but you gotta do your time because you did a crime. Where are they at? And the mother got on the Breakfast Club and said all 21 of the witnesses on the stand are lying on her son. So you mean to tell me 21 people that were there are lying on your son? That doesn't make sense. How do 21 people lie about the same thing? I guess this goes back to what they used to say. You hear saying they said, are you going to believe me or my lying eyes?